enjoyed that. They was on their shit. They was on their
Yeah.
shit. They knew a lot more than I did from back in the day. 'Cause I didn't watch it. They
Well,
was going
yeah,
back
well,
though.
you're more current than they are, so it really did balance itself out. I really enjoyed that. It was a good listen.
Yeah, I was wrong on all my picks. I was like, you know what? Next time I'm picking what I I can't think of how I picked, but I'm picking differently because the way I
Uh-huh.
would have picked, I was like, that's how I thought it was gonna go anyway. But
Mm.
then I'm like, my picks, I was like, and I did it twice in two different places. I was like, damn, I'm trash. I know they looking at me like this nigga. They don't know nothing about this. But I mean, they picked the story, so I can't. It don't really matter what I would have picked anyway. It's just all fun again.
Well, you definitely have an open invitation whenever you want to come and join them because they be doing it whenever they feel like it. And so I'm like, if you anybody wants to talk about wrestling, the spot is open.
Man, they got some dope theme music too. I was like, damn, this kind of hard.
My boy Isaiah, he podcasts with me as well sometimes. He did the music for the wrestling wrap up. And then it changed to wrestling recap. But yeah, and then they AI generated like intro theme thing. I was like, oh whatever. But yeah, he's a podcaster too, and he got his own like podcast network where he talked about
Okay,
reality TV. Young dude too, like 24. Um but yeah, we got people out there. So if y'all need
it's a
something, let me know.
network.
We all
It's
gotta,
an hey man. Nah,
yeah.
we here, brother. We here, brother. And same thing back. And we just had a conversation about that prior to, and then we just
With Durant?
Durant. When we talked to Durant, we talked to Mike like literally like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, yes. Sorry. My bad. Because I was thinking about intro music and I remember Durant said he
Oh yeah,
made
no,
beats.
oh yeah, he do make beats. Now I won't think about them. It's just
No.
being a community and making sure we got each other's back because we don't the ones that's out here doing. Well, not the only ones, but we got got a little community in this. So
I sent Chappell the Discord link. He about to join our cult. Excuse me, Discord.
I am. I gotta get more active on Discord in general. So this is time.
I feel it. I feel it. But good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whenever this podcast finds you. This is the Was It Good Though podcast about movies and TV shows. I am one half of the show. I am Jason.
I am Jazz.
And if you were listening, yes, we got our brother in here from the Recap Kickback podcast. Chappell, how you doing today, sir?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. I'm very excited. I think I messaged Jazz right when this show dropped, and I was like, y'all gonna talk about this? Because when y'all doing something, I want to be able to support it. But if y'all ain't doing it, I definitely was gonna make y'all come support it on my stuff. So I'm happy to be here with y'all.
Hey man, we definitely here. And if you don't know what we will be talking about, episode 167, we
Mm.
will be discussing the Eyes of Wakanda. Yes, this is the anthology. It felt like to me this is what kind of led to the movie Black Panther. But we'll get into what y'all tie out if y'all think the same thing that I thought in that. But if this is your first time here, please we do spoil that we will be spoiling this. So if you don't want to be spoiled, leave now. Stop whatever you got going on. Stop. But let's jump into it. So the first thing I want to actually ask was how do y'all feel about anthologies just in general? Because I've seen a lot of consensus in the Discord of people that don't like anthology stories because they don't sit enough. They don't sit with the characters enough. But Jazz, I'm gonna start with you. How do you feel about anthologies?
I definitely enjoy them. I don't have any issue with them at all. I would say the biggest one, American Horror Stories. Definitely
Mm-hmm.
one that I
Mm-hmm.
enjoy and appreciate. So if you're able to give me a good story that's entertaining, then I'm here for it. I don't have to latch on to each individual character in that. Because we're not here for a long time. We're here for a short time. So in that short time, let me see if I enjoy you. Are you about to die? You about to kill somebody? Like what's going on? What trifling stuff are you about to give me, Ryan Murphy? You did good those first two seasons. But no, I definitely enjoy him.
Okay,
Was that hold
before
on? First
but
two seasons. How you gonna disrespect
Oh no, I
Coven like
said
that? Oh,
few,
okay.
because
Whew,
Coven is the
I
okay.
best
heard two.
one.
That's
I heard two as
you
well.
heard two? Okay, because I was like, Jazz,
Well,
damn, we just started.
Maybe
I
she
thought,
maybe she talking like Tori, and two means something different.
oh,
okay.
Uh,
Spanglish. I'm in Florida. They're gonna try to knock on my door, Jason. All black over here. A few of American Horror Stories, because Coven Apocalypse, there was some solid ones.
So before I get to Chappelle, now, just is that a fair anthology? Because now, while that is an anthology, you do get a full season with those people, as opposed to one episode of one thing. Oh, Black Mirror is a great example of that. It's a theme as opposed to an entire season with one set of things.
I'll give you an even more recent one. Killer of Killers, the Predator
Okay.
series that just dropped, where I believe we also had 4 episodes. I enjoyed that.
Okay, so you did like that, but
I did.
but same people didn't like it in that too. So
yeah, put a spotlight on those members that right. We see y'all.
But Chappelle, how about you, my brother? How do you feel about anthologies?
I have complicated feelings about anthologies. I like something like this. I did enjoy, because the anthology it was multiple episodes. They all could stand alone, but if you combine them all, it still kind of makes sense. I do like the American Horror Story, the way that they pick a season and use a theme or whatever, and then the next season is completely different. But the Black Mirror format, like you said, it's sometimes there's like a shared, like theme about it, but it's not the same story that's related. Black Mirror is fine to me. I think where I like anthologies more is I really wish that we were able to kind of minimize the scope of some of the movies that we have that live in the same universe. So, like, for instance, the MCU, I will never stop complaining about how they just screwed this all up. But when you have to connect every single movie to every single movie and they made it a whole thing, now we're all trapped and we're always looking for, well, what about this connection? What about this connection? What about this thing you promised? When at some point, if you look at like maybe the Batman franchise over all these years, I don't care that Val Kilmer's Batman and George Clooney's Batman and Christian Bale's Batman are not in the same universe. I don't care. To me, I don't mind if you take a story, make it live in a bubble, and then go take another story with the same character with different characters and make it live in a bubble. It doesn't bother me at all. And I kind of wish we could get back to more of that stuff when it comes to movies. But in general, I do like a story that has a beginning and an ending, and it's just so hard to get that these days. So that's kind of where I stand.
How did you forget Michael Keaton?
I didn't forget Michael Keaton. He can't. People can't sit with him.
Oh, okay. So he's at the top.
They need to they need to leave. Like, when I start saying Val Kilmer and George Clooney, you should know what I'm talking about.
Because I know you're a Batman stan. Because some people don't respect Michael Keaton as Batman.
They are wrong.
Wait! Don't do that. Don't put me in that. Don't put me in that.
You don't respect Michael Keaton?
She's lying.
Am I?
She's lying. Yes, you are. I mess with Michael Keaton. Is he my favorite Batman? I don't know.
Who's your favorite Batman?
But I don't know. I don't know who my favorite Batman
is. That Twilight nigga. I
would like him to be my favorite, but I don't have a favorite. I don't have a favorite. I love Christian and Michael would be one. They in the top for me right now. I'm sorry. That's how I feel.
Give me Batfleck over Christian. I really Batfleck over Christian.
I'm not mad at that. Now Jazz would hate that. Jazz would hate that answer, but I'm not mad at that. I'm personally not mad at that.
But all that to say, you know what I'm saying? Like how we can all appreciate those different stories, and it doesn't have to be one continuous storyline. Yeah. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about when I say I don't really need. Like I enjoy anthologies for that. For like. It doesn't have to be a continuation. It doesn't have to be connected. You can just enjoy a story with a beginning and an end, and we don't have to be waiting on the edge of our seats, Jazz, for the rest of it to kind of come to fruition. That's the stuff that drives me crazy.
Yeah, sometimes they don't bring things back. They just leave you in the abyss. I know.
Yeah.
I mean, this is an MCU series, so we're gonna hold them accountable today because I got some things.
This is just a Marvel series. We're not going to even count this as a MCU.
No, but you have to because you have references to Black Panther.
Because the last episode, they really made sure that you knew that these two things were connected.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just, again, that's why I said every episode was an accumulation of what was to come. It felt, because everything felt like, what they were. So every time they kept saying, "Hey, we have these threats, we have to stop," because at some point, if it gets out and it gets into the wrong hands, everything was leading to Killmonger. Like everything kept saying, the lion. We getting out, we freeing. You know, that's what that was his role. You had the whole thing of the person who found love outside of the place. That was his dad. You had the whole thing of but Jazz is saying I'm reaching, but this is my thoughts. The love, that was his dad. Then you had the what was that? The of course the hammer was the damn thing that he actually found.
The axe, yeah.
But they had, it was a point that they had to have happen. He had to destroy it in order for the rightful king to get to the place.
But you don't think this is canon? You don't think this like because you taking it out of MCU means that this don't matter? And I feel like they like if the world we live in now is that stuff that Marvel does is all connected, and they put Killmonger in that little cool weird scene that they did at the very end to show that it is connected. You know, so you don't think we're supposed to count this?
I don't know. You don't I mean, because I mean, it's not a. I mean, it's not going to be I mean, this reference something that we got, so of course it's going to reference stuff that we already know about. But is anything going to reference back to this at any point? No.
But the thing is, you still have Black Panther 3 coming out, so I would say I feel like some elements from this will be referencing that because Ryan Coogler was also Jason. I don't know, but don't look. Ryan Coogler was executive producer on this. So I'm pretty sure
anything moving forward with Black Panther, he's going to be an EP on because he introduced it.
So you really see this because they also came out with a report saying Eyes of Wakanda is the earliest point that started in the MCU. So it's not really where Iron Man was because you had this. So this is earlier, or excuse me, Captain Marvel.
Yeah, because this goes back to like Troy, the time.
Right.
Troy. So only if it's canon.
Right.
So this is not canon.
Exactly, Chappell. Right.
You have to acknowledge
it could be canon. It can be canon.
No,
I don't know how.
Canon.
It could be canon. If you want to be canon. I will not acknowledge it. I will not
you mean to tell me you are not acknowledging the Eyes of Wakanda as being canon?
What is wrong with you? This is anti-black. Every time I come here, y'all be on that.
You know what, Chappell? You might be right this time around. Because Jason, I was not expecting this portrayal that you get.
What happened? What happened to you, brother?
I just remember. Look.
I'm good.
You're
being real anti-black, my brother.
Crazy.
So I'm gonna ask you, bro. What was your favorite story?
Man, so I like the Achilles story, right? And I liked it because I felt like they were integrating things that happened in history that we are aware, like in our canon, right? And so I was like, oh, are we going to get more of that? And we don't really, but it did. Like I thought about the possibilities of what that looks like, right? Where were the Wakandans when all of these big things were happening? And obviously we know they're not supposed to be interacting and like interfering in these other wars and nations outside of Wakanda, but there were times where they had no choice but to cross in. And so I was hoping that we could get more of that. Like, okay, well, this thing is happening, and the Wakandans had to come in and get this artifact while this other thing was happening, whether it's, this or Berlin, whatever the case may be. And so like that's what I like the most. I just wish they had done more of it. I thought that was cool, and they showed that they could do that, and they didn't have to, but I enjoyed it.
Gotcha. How did you feel about the Achilles story?
I thought it was very interesting, and because I enjoyed the movie Troy, so I immediately was thinking Brad Pitt is Achilles over here because he was Achilles in the movie Troy. But I definitely enjoyed it, but I also thought it was very interesting that the soldier that was from Wakanda, he never said this is for Greece. He always said for home. And so I was just like, yeah, you better let him know, like, Wakanda forever, having your technology on you, where like he had his mission, but I thought his story was also the saddest because you see how he was so gone. He was gone for so long to where he kind of built a totally different person to where Wakanda seemed new to him, and he was gone for so long to fight for Wakanda. I mean, him and Achilles, they had a very strong.
Brokeback Mountain. It's okay.
Okay,
We
so
can
I
get
was
there.
gonna ask y'all,
Yeah, we can
were
get there. It's
they?
okay.
Because
Yes.
Achilles,
Yes.
that man was hurt.
Why are y'all so sure? Like, I just like,
I'm
what
just
did I
okay.
miss? Did
Let
they
me
kiss?
Chappelle.
Like,
Chappelle. Let me ask you this, brother. How many chains have you given away?
chains
How many necklaces have you given away
to like a human, to like a person?
To a
Yeah.
homie.
to your
Oh,
homies? How many
no.
homies have you given? How many?
You, duh, baby, you can't. No, nobody gets the chain. It's like,
I'm not
no.
saying you may not have, but I'm just saying the way it looked. But then, like I felt like that was the most compelling story. I do feel like that was the most compelling story that was told within the arcs because that was the one I was like, damn, they said that's a I said that's a huge fucking swing. Because just looking at it like that, it was just like you seen it was the brotherhood, it was a thing. But then what gave it away for me was at the end when he was finally back home. He was, I don't even know what this is no more. He
Yeah.
said, I had to. He didn't want to, but he couldn't say. I feel like that was the one thing I feel like that held this back for me is there was that step they could have taken to actually it was like man fuck it go out because the first episode I'm like oh shit they getting into this like
Yeah.
they getting into the
Bodies
murder
dropping.
they the way they was killing people I was like oh
Human
they
trafficking.
really what grooming
Yeah.
they really got into the conversation I'm like damn they should have went ahead and went to it like I was in love with this dude and I had to murder him for my country I had to do this. I had to sacrifice everything that I cared for to make sure that we back home was good. And that's why to me it felt like they were lovers, not just friends or brothers or whatnot. That's in that situation because it was like and then it was like he knew the nigga secret, so he like stabbed nigga in his ankle. I'm like, bro, that was fucked up.
He
Like
did.
everybody, bro, that's the story. Like, is that not Odysseus? What's it? I can't think of what that Greek mythology book is. I read it in high school,
The
but
Odyssey.
the Odyssey. That's what it is. Yeah, that is it. So I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, you know his mama dipped him and she forgot to dip the ankles. Like we know we know the story.
If you were that soldier and he was on you and he's trying to kill you, I'm not gonna be like, well, I know his weakness, but I'm not gonna slash it. I'm gonna try to. I'm going for that leg.
But it was kind of messed up. He was like, somebody got to put the coins on your eyes when you die. Like that's what I'm here for. Like, bro, wait, what?
Yeah. Okay, so now that y'all highlight that, I could definitely see it being like a love story, but I was more looking at it through the lens of the first episode really sets up this idea that these war dogs for Wakanda, they out here fighting Wakanda's fights and they're not getting any glory from it, and they're coming home to like leaving that as like a second life they live. You know what I'm saying? And so I almost looked at this as what else does he have? He spent the last 10 years of his life ingratiating himself with these people. This is what is it 30 years after the movie Into Deep dropped, almost to the day. And so it's like he was into deep.
Damn.
He like making friends and stuff like that. Like these are his people essentially. He was saying fighting for back home, but to them his home was with them, you know. And so I just felt like it was more. Marvel's done this a few times with Wakanda specifically, but they really do highlight kind of like how unethical some of the stuff Wakanda does is, you know, like for
Yeah.
instance, the fact that they won't join these wars and the fact that they won't interfere with these things. Even the final episode when those big monsters, aliens things came, it was because Wakanda didn't help when all the rest of the nations jumped in the fight. So then they took out the rest of the nations, and then they all just merged on Wakanda. And so, like, I just felt like it was another opportunity from the show that, you know, as they were telling the main character in the first anthology, the first episode, like, you don't know what Wakanda be up to. You know what I'm saying? Like, we send these people off. You know, that was basically a suicide mission they sent her on. You know, they were happy that she came back, but I don't think they were expecting her to come back. You know what I'm saying?
They said, "Girl, you survived."
Right.
Damn.
Cool. That's cool. And then they offered her job back. She's like, girl, I want to come to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? And so, it was essentially an audition to be a war dog too. So I was looking at it more through like, this is another time we shine a light on Wakanda kind of be leaving you out to dry sometimes. But I think your story is more compelling. I think that had they done what you've done, I think it's a better story. I just don't know how that plays
So
these days on
so you think
TV.
so? Okay, so when you look at it, the war dog is something that we got introduced in Black Panther because
Mm,
Killmonger's dad was a war dog. He got
mm,
sent out, and you see that is where the story really. So if you want to go with the canon thing, that's what all this is truly about. Hey,
mm,
we don't do nothing for our people. I'm out here in Oakland, California. We getting slain by the police. We have this the murder in there, with all these injustices, mass incarceration, and then we have the tools to break this out. And that's not for us to do. That's not what we do. And he killed his own brother. So we see that of course they handle things and I wanted more of that. Because
yeah.
I wanted the lion in the first I wanted it to be a situation where she went with him. Like I wanted her to go with him in there. Now I understood the whole thing. You got to kill him. Like damn, he reminds me of Killmonger. And then of course the last episode,
Mm,
that's what it kind of leads to. Like oh shit. So eventually there will be somebody that can rise up that's not going to care about going back home. That's not going to care about that. I have a home over here. I don't have to go back. I can create my own where I'm at and bring the people to me. Now, the lion, of course, he was, trying to enslave people. So
Not
that
trying.
was
He was
yeah,
successful. He was
he
successful.
was, we be grooming. He said, yeah, I mean, I mean, you can be with us. He said, and I understood the thing at first. He was like, "It's the sacrifice." I'm like, shit. He ain't saying nothing too bad. He said, "Oh, you gonna comply?" I'm like, "Oh shit."
yeah. It's or else. Yeah, or else.
I was like,
He
"Okay."
he want to be a god, and that's
Yeah.
like this is like a thin line, right? Where he's like, oh yeah, I see freedom, but you can be free, but with me. You know what I'm saying? Free under me. It's like that's the quiet part he wasn't saying out loud. But it was very clear that, this man was running slaves.
Man,
Yeah.
but that episode, that first episode, man, I said, yeah. But Jess, what was your favorite episode? I'm sorry.
No, I think the first episode was my favorite, and then
Yeah,
probably the fourth one,
gotcha.
Mhm.
because I feel like when I watched the first episode, I said, "Oh, y'all getting right to it." Because at
Yeah.
first I thought the soldiers were Wakandan, but then I was like, "No, y'all, there's a white woman on that ship, and she seemed like a general, so I don't think she Wakandan." And then I'm just looking, I'm
Mhm.
like, "What am I watching right now?" And then later on in the episode, when somebody did drop the word groom, I said, "Oh shit, okay, we got." Because I'm not even gonna say like slave trade, like they scooped them people up,
Mhm.
and so I was just like, "Wow." But I do feel like this series should have had more episodes to where you can definitely flesh out the story. Because I feel like there was a lot more that you could definitely share. And I hate how we only got four.
They left a lot of meat on the bones.
A
They
lot of
definitely
meat.
a lot of
Yeah.
meat. It could or the episodes could have been longer. I feel like they could have been a bit longer. Like I really enjoyed episode 3. I think the first one was my favorite. The first one was definitely my favorite, but I really enjoyed episode 3, but I didn't like how silly it became because that was more of a situation, kind of like what Chappell was saying. You give up, but so for me it was. So what if you had the story of the person that don't give a fuck about nothing? They don't care about anything. They're just a selfish person. That's perfect for a war dog because they're gonna go in, they're gonna get out. So in my head, I'm thinking, then he done laid with this girl. He done created a family. He done dipped out and he just fuck it. I don't give a damn about none of this. And
What
she
did
just
the,
and she
I'm
in the
sorry,
back of the plane. Like you
I'm
got
sorry
it.
to cut you off, Jason. What did this remind you of? His story, that first half, him sleeping with her and him bouncing
And dipping.
and dipping. Like,
You
what
get
series did this remind you of?
you got me there. What you
Chappelle, you probably watched it too.
What are you thinking?
Lovecraft. Tick and
Oh
his Asian chick.
Asian Bay.
Yeah. I immediately thought
Yeah.
of Lovecraft
Yeah,
in
fine.
this.
Yeah.
Me and Lovecraft have an interesting relationship. I really wish that we could have gotten more of that because I really think that they had room to grow.
Season. Did you
There was
read
a
what
lot of
season two was going to be about?
Yeah, I saw that. Was she like leaked the
Yeah. She
script like the
said,
next
"This what
day?
I was going to send y'all, but
Yeah. Well, just not to get it too aside, but I just feel like that, like it got a little lazy in season one, and I was really hoping that, you give things time to develop and they can get better. And so that's all I will say. I liked it, but like had room to grow.
Hmm. I'm not mad. I'm not.
I want
We
to
got
ask more, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, this is not the time to
but
relitigate Lovecraft Country and all my issues with it. But yeah, it's cool.
But like the episode three was. I mean, it felt silly. Like I wanted it to be I in my mind wanted to be a situation where they lost in that moment. Like it was like they had to suffer that loss, but it was just the whole thing. And she was like, "Damn, you would have asked me for help. I would have had you back."
Yeah.
What you don't whoop you don't whoop every Wakandan, kill her.
You
Or
shouldn't been stealing. Don't
Yeah.
give me a good night and then bounce and then steal. That's crazy. I wouldn't have even
Yeah.
allowed him to say anything. I would have just went for his throat.
I like the nuance to it too, though, because we know the Wakandans to be the hero of our story, right? So they're going and they're getting artifacts. We know they got to get them. They've been stolen from them, all this other stuff. But she tells him, yeah, well, we've had this for 1,000 years, and you took it like it was yours." He's like, "Well, it's been thousands of years ago. It was taken from us." He's like, "Yeah, well, for the last 1,000 years, it meant a lot to us. So thank you." So it's like there's more conversation to be had over just like, is this yours to take? You know what I'm saying? Like he goes in and he doesn't try to win her over and like explain what's going on. He come in like a spy, come in, have sex, seduce her, as he said, or she seduced him, depending on how you look at it. And then he tried to run off with the bag. And I'm like, all right, I'll take it. But I do like that we got her perspective as somebody who's like, I'm just a victim here. I didn't steal nothing from you. And the fact that you came in stealing from me is crazy. And I liked that they threw the Iron Fist twist in there,
Yeah.
because I mean, at this point now, it's canon. So I'm just saying we
Yeah.
can talk about it now. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, she's better than the Iron Fist that we got.
At
You
least
know.
she Asian.
Yeah, I just.
And he's white.
I mean, his girlfriend, she became it at the end for a little while. She's
Yeah.
Asian. She's
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, you know. But
Hmm.
what was? Let me see. So you got that one, and of course, what's that?
Well, hold on, Jason. I know you said you wish it was a little bit more serious for that. You didn't like that there were tone shifts between each anthology, because that's the one thing I do like about anthologies is that you can have a funny one, you can have an action-packed one. Like
Mm-hmm,
the first one, I feel like tonally was like, oh yeah, we in it. But then by the
mm-hmm.
time you get to the third one, it's such a stark difference from the first one, whereas like you said, it was damn near a comedy. He's running around, him and his homeboy, and he ran off on the girl, and then all this other stuff. She beeping ass. They just come to terms with it. But the point of anthology is that you can take those swings and give different tone to each episode. You didn't like the departure?
I don't. So for me, it's just because I wanted him to lose. He was just he had done so much. I just wanted him to lose, like to actually learn the lesson in that, because it was just like but I mean, sometimes you don't. I mean, you don't necessarily always need that. But based on how the story was going, I'm like, man. So it was just like, dang. To me, it felt like Mr. and Mrs. Smith in that
Mm,
moment. Like it was the whole thing of, wait, I did that. No, nigga, I did it.
mm,
You just felt like you got away with it. So she gonna follow him the whole time, because when he dips off, it kind of looks as if she's asleep. But of course, she rose up just as quick as he did and got out there. It was nothing like, I ain't messed up like that, brother. I'm still gonna be the protector of my country. In that, and I don't think he really beat nobody up or nothing like that. And they gave the other guy, a new role in his position, so you didn't even get to see his story. But he was the one that was, watching everything that had happened with old boy.
Did y'all
So
like with the fight, but well, fake fight or them chasing each other, that they were in the tunnels, like the underground train system that you saw in
yeah.
Black
And,
Panther?
and Black Panther.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
I
yeah,
thought that
I
was pretty
enjoyed that.
cool.
That's all.
Yeah.
Oh shit, they showing us they fixed it.
Hmm.
Can't
Hmm.
stay broke forever.
Can't.
Hey.
Jazz, what did you think about the fight scenes in general?
I enjoyed them. I definitely enjoyed it to where you saw how I love visually. Because when I first saw the episode, I said, I got to watch this at night. I need to be able to enjoy this
Be in it.
at night in it. I did it, then I fell asleep, but that's for a different reason. But what I saw, I enjoyed it. Because you got, like, anytime somebody was using Wakandan tech, it was that purple design. When you saw it in the Achilles episode, like he had that arm, that Jack's arm from Mortal Kombat, he said, Achilles, I
Mm,
don't want to fight you. but he was beating his ass a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely enjoyed the fight scenes in this. I wish we got more in the fourth episode,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
from Black the last Black Panther, the Queen
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
with the creatures, but I enjoyed the fights.
Yeah, the one, I think not between Nani. I think her name was Nani
Noni, yeah.
in the first
And
one.
the
And her
Lion King,
when they was swinging on them little ropes. Let's see, oh, they
Ooh,
get
that
that.
was
That's
player.
it. They get to it.
They
They kind of reminded
player.
me of Killers of Killers, Killers
mm,
of Killers. It kind of reminded me of when the two brothers was fighting. In
Mm.
that, like you talk about just good animation. What did y'all think about the actual animation? Um, and how did y'all feel about the animation? Because it kind of, to me, there was a um, the Netflix show. It kind of reminded me of that. I don't know if y'all, I can't think of what the hell the name of the show. Arcane. It kind of
Oh,
reminded me
okay.
of Arcane a little bit when I was
mm.
watching animation. But what did y'all feel about the animation?
I was on the fence in the first episode, but then by the time I got to the end of the first episode, it didn't bother me no more. I was like, I'm in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably just needed a fight scene. So I was just like,
Got you.
okay, this looked dope. But
What about you,
Yeah.
Chappelle?
Yeah, I'm kind of with Jazz on that one. At first, I was like, I don't know what I'm watching, you know, and then, but like, I think the fight scenes really sold it for me. Not only was she had hands and feet for them people, okay, cause we don't really get a real introduction. We kind of jump into the story as if we should
Hmm.
already know who these people are. So I'm like, is this Shuri's mama? Like, you know, like, is this the queen back in the day? Like, or is this the great great grandma? Like, what we doing? Like, I'm trying to put the pieces together. Like, where does this fall into? And then I'm like, okay, this is just a story about this girl Noni. She is unfuckwittable. You know, she beat up everybody. Everybody. The fact that she didn't become a Dora Milaje because she just didn't want to, basically. She dropped out of ninja school and decided to go on her own. I'm like, hey, bro, more of her. And then she ends up like leveling up and she's like the commander in chief. We get the like aged out version of her with the eye patch and the gray hair. We need more. More of a story of that. I enjoyed it so much.
I love when they brought her back in that episode. I think it was the third
Hmm.
episode. I was just like, or no, it was
No,
probably the
second one.
second
It's the second
episode.
episode. Yeah.
Because then it shows you how much time has gone past between the two.
Hmm.
So I was just like,
Oh shit, that was her who was talking to him.
Yeah,
yeah,
she had the eye patch on, and she's the one who tells him like, "Oh, okay, well, you know, this is the war dog thing that you signed up for." Like that, she lived it.
yeah.
So yeah,
Hmm. I ain't peeped that.
yeah.
Mhm.
But that's what I liked about it too. Like because it was like weirdly connected, the anthology, you could see those things line up. Like we saw her, like she got her eye injured, and so you do see the eye patch later on. We see that she got that promotion, but then at the same time, you know, she fought the lion, and she was only able to rescue his mask. Well, I think by the third episode, when Homeboy is fighting Iron Fist, he uses the mask to block. And I'm like, wait, there it is. Like, okay, we still in the same. All right, so that's the kind of stuff that I really enjoy, especially with the animation, because you can always see those artifacts, you know, whenever they pop
Hmm.
back up.
I didn't even catch that, but that's really dope.
I didn't peep that neither. Chappelle, would you be a war dog?
Nah, nah,
But you a Q dog.
that part. You only got to be one, man. I don't need to. I already gave my allegiance to to the dogs, man. I ain't got to do. I ain't got to live like that. No, this. No, you know. No, I do really think I'm starting to question like some of the ethics of like that whole situation, right? Where it's like
Yeah.
you are, and we see that in spy movies all the time. Where it's like, okay, once you become a spy, Mr. and Mrs. Smith is a good example too. Once you sign up for this, you gotta say bye to your family, your all this stuff, and you gotta go work. And you work for our country, and it don't matter what we ask you to do, you go do it, you know. And so you're moving as if Wakanda is like this benevolent, you know, country that can do no wrong. And then you find yourself in situations where, you know, you betraying your homeboy or lover, you know, in the battle of Troy, you know, Troy or something like that, you know, or you know, you find yourself in these situations that aren't so black and white, where the lion is telling Noni, "Hey, have you ever realized that you're not free over there?" She kind of started thinking like, "Dang, you're right, I ain't free, but you crazy," you know. So it's like I don't want, I would never put myself, I would never want to put myself in that position. I guess I would say. But what about you?
Ah, man, I don't think so. I mean, I guess it depends on where I am in life. Jason, right now, no. Um, maybe 10 years ago, probably, definitely, probably.
Jazz?
Mm. I mean, why not? I get to travel the world, go do some really cool activities, and they paying for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they rich.
Yeah.
They got that bread.
Some cool tech. Shit. Now that sound lit. Jess said they would definitely do that.
Isn't Lupita's character, Nakia, isn't she basically a war dog the way she's been acting in these movies? She like turned down the Dora Milaje and said, I'm gonna just go do what I gotta do. And she's basically a spy on her own. She working for the country, but not really.
Possibly, but I don't think she really is a war dog.
I don't think she's under their employment, but I'm just saying she's not moving like one.
I mean, so to an extent, yes, but like I said, Killmonger's dad was probably the best example we got in the movie so far, because he was the only one that was outside, and the dad checking in on what's going on. Why do you got the AKs? What are y'all doing? Hey man, we shit. What's the dude's name? They just jumped on damn, what's it? 93, the guy that got beat up. Why can't we all just get along?
Oh shit, no. Rodney King.
Rodney King just got beat. We loading up. We finna get up. We finna get on their ass. We finna get on their ass, big bro. What's up? Yeah. You down to ride? You got the whole suit. Nah, we don't get in American affairs, bro.
We don't do outsiders. That. It's just not an outsider.
Outside, we don't get into. But I guess outside affairs, yeah.
And then I think this series did a very good job with letting you know how serious that has been within the Wakandan culture of not getting involved in anything. And then when T'Challa did it, you understand like why it was such a major thing for Wakandans, because they have just been taught like outside affairs, we don't get involved in none of that. So let me ask y'all this. If y'all was running Wakanda today in 2025 and you got everything going on that's going on right now, would y'all get involved in any kind of outside affairs? You just gonna be like, I will let all them motherfuckers figure that out.
Man, Martin Luther.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
Go ahead, because I gotta work out my thoughts. Go ahead.
Okay. So Martin Luther King said integration was the worst thing he could have did for us. I truly feel like that may be. We see what the president is doing. We literally just talked about it today. What if he had the power, the technology to be able to just do whatever he wanted at the grips of his fingertips? Like, bro, that'd be kind of insane. So then you would have to have somebody that can actually monitor these things. So you got Wakanda Forever, and then you got Queen Ramonda, and she at the UN, and she went over like, bro, we got this, and y'all still going behind our back to do bullshit. What do you like? What's the point if we said we gonna give up, we gonna give it up to you? Y'all ain't giving it to it like we want. Who cares if we ain't giving it to you like you want? That's not how this work.
Yeah.
So now you have to have some people that can actually sit with whatever kind of monitoring you need to be doing. You would need that, because somebody's gonna always be on the other side of that thing, doing something they shouldn't be doing.
I mean, that's why you got the war dogs, though, because even though they say we're not going to get involved in outside affairs, you got to have your people that's out there that knows what's going on, because there's no way you're going to sit powerful and suspect that your neighbor isn't going to try nothing, especially when they know you got that word. So you got to put your people in different spaces, like watch them. Now, if a fight break out, just walk away. That ain't your business.
Crazy. That's crazy.
I can't.
This is tough. I got my social justice warrior hat on backwards today. And so I know me. If I see somebody need help, I want to help. I know that. I do see the downsides with that for sure. But I think my issue would be that I would pick and choose who I decided I would want to help, and that is where the unethical part would come from, right? Because for me, I'm like, some of that stuff y'all be doing, I don't support that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sending the Wakandans to show up at the dock when y'all are fighting the white people and throwing the folding chairs and stuff like that. Like, y'all got that. I don't need the Wakandans for that. I don't need the Wakandans for that. Y'all got that. That's a local affair.
Send two. Chappell. Come on now.
You trying to kill all the people? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think y'all got that.
We
But
gotta make a point that people
yeah,
understand. Hey,
They
we
ain't
got
gotta
this out
fight,
here.
but they just
yeah,
stand there. They ain't even gotta fight nobody. They just there because it's
Nah,
like
just
we got
there to
one
like,
fight.
I need them to I need them to shake some shit
Here
up.
go Jason.
right.
Break some niggas' legs. Do with the jokes that people make online about how Batman be beating people up. I need some
Yeah.
of them beat downs on
Y'all
the
see
on the
that
Yeah.
dot.
Wakanda, that war dog beat the hell out that man.
That white woman cut that black dude off, and that Wakandan just came and cut her car in half. Like, don't do it again, Karen. Like that's why I'm like, there's some things you can't get involved in. I think for me, there are bigger issues like world hunger and famine and like wars and stuff like that. Of course, you wanna jump in, but there's a limit, right? You can't send the Wakandans to go like, all right, the police tripping in Chicago. Let's go. Like you can't. You cannot be everywhere. And I think that's the problem where it's like you got to pick and choose. And everybody's problem is not Wakandans' problems, but I think there are ways that you can probably throw resources at things. So I might not have, the Dora patrol in the neighborhoods making sure like, hey man, stop following that black dude around the mall. Like I'm not gonna have that, but I definitely think you can. They have a lot of money. I think that's the part that I'm getting at. Like they got a lot of money, and with money comes power, and so they can start to throw around some of that wealth. I think to really help out, as opposed to the manpower that it would be very tempting to unleash. Because there was this insurrection one time, y'all, in January, and if the Wakandans had just pulled up, we could have cleared all this up. 5-10 minutes max. You know what I'm saying? Like
Come on,
you
January
got
6th?
You,
yes.
yeah, you know,
Send in the Wakandans. You know what I'm
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
saying? Like
they would have cleared that thing out.
yeah,
you know how
that's how.
much, you know how sick I'd be if I come on this pod. Be like, man, these motherfuckers just broke in my crib, Jason, and the Wakandas ain't even come help. And here go Jason. Here go Jason. Man, somebody broke in my car, but the Wakandans got his
The
ass.
Wakandans was right there. Yeah,
So they picking and choosing.
they picking and
I would be
choosing.
sick.
Hey man, that'd be crazy.
You
Am I
know,
not black enough? What
right,
is it?
right, and
What
then
is
and
it?
then, and then like, are we gonna be? There's a it's
Hey,
for
bro,
black people anyway because
I can imagine just seeing you gonna start seeing TikToks like, man, look at these bald head demons walking in the mall. You be like, hold on, man, chill out, man. They here for us.
Not
yeah,
They
bald
here
that's
headed
for us.
demons.
and governance is always going to be a problem. It's the same issue that the Avengers got, right? It's like, okay, y'all got the power to do whatever y'all want, and we can barely stop y'all. But that's not all right. Like y'all should not be able to make these decisions for everybody. Whereas like if I'm over Wakanda, I'm making these decisions for everybody, or else, like deal with it. So that's what I'm like you have to like you really have to put a cap on the amount of power and influence you're willing to wield in a situation where you have the resources of Wakanda. So I'm like, I'd do it, but I very quickly people would be like, all right, get this nigga out of here.
They be working on trying to get you. They
They
be
be
like,
trying to
all
get
right.
me out of here.
They would
And
tell
then
me,
and I go
Impeach this nigga.
kicking, I'm
Impeach
going
this nigga.
kicking and screaming. Impeach. Oh, okay. Bet. Okoye, get him. Like saying, like I'm kicking and screaming. Y'all got to drag me off the throne.
Wakanda versus
But
America. We
but
start it tonight.
right. They take it. I'm in jail. Like it's all right. I'm getting out. You know what I'm saying? Like don't worry. They got me.
Man, that'd be a wild. That'd be a wild place, man. But like I said, looking at this though, I mean, it makes me wonder just about just our culture, like how advanced were we prior to everything, like with the slave trade and things like that. That's one thing that kind of stuck out with me. Because like I said, they in the time this man was texting, um,
Mm-hmm.
in the middle in the middle of Troy, like that, like what, like we, like what is this?
It was like Morse code, but like in Wakandan, and it
Yeah,
was like
he got stabbed through the hand and he healed it with the little thing, little technology, this little spray on him. Like I said, God dog.
I seen somebody tweet. So you mean to tell me the Wakandas could have ended the slave trade? They could
that's
have
what I'm
let
saying
you
though.
go.
That's what I'm
So,
saying though. Like they around like, damn, that's crazy.
and just do
They
a
worse.
bird box.
So are they worse than Jesus? Like I mean, I'm just saying, like
I mean, everyone's worse than Jesus by definition. Like, literally everyone is worse than Jesus. I can attest to that. But like, yeah, these people are, yeah, like they could have saved us from a lot of stuff. But if they do step in, where are we today? You know, do we have the same creature comforts that we have? Are we,
Do
you know,
you
what do they bring us into Wakanda? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you saving us and making us Wakandans too? Because that would help.
That was in Africa watching it happen though.
In Africa,
we don't
looking
know
through
if
the
they
little
were
glass
watching?
window.
You
You
don't know
think
if they
they
was watching.
you
You
think they
think they
just had
wasn't
that shit
watching?
on the big
Jazz,
screen? You think
they
they
Oh
had
no, I definitely
picnics
turned it off.
on
Jazz,
the
you
Turn
big
that off.
screen?
Absolutely not.
Nah,
Turn that
Jazz,
shit
so
off.
wait,
they ain't
so
got.
Jazz, you
Turn that
telling
shit
me
off.
Jazz, you telling me they put men in Greece to go fight without he didn't look like none of the people
He
he
didn't
was
go to
fighting
fight.
with.
He went to go collect artifacts.
Yep.
He went to collect the piece, but he got entrenched into that culture.
Hmm
You telling me that was like 1500? So you telling me in 1700 they ain't see they ain't see them
They
boats
they
strapped?
sent people to the boats to get the artifacts. They just, left the people there. Like, all right, y'all. Like,
I
even in episode one, Jazz,
Where you think the
she did
lions
not
got the
help. She did
information
not
from?
free them slaves. She left them tools and jumped off that boat on her own.
but Chappelle, she said, use these to escape.
Good
And
luck.
your life is your life. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm a soldier, I can't get all y'all out of here. This
I
on
did what
y'all.
I did what I was supposed to.
Bye. So, because like I'm on a mission, so y'all need to figure it out and get out of
So-
here. Right. But I'm saying I don't think they had slavery on no big screens in Wakanda where they was just like.
Man, they seen that shit. They seen that shit happen. They was like, who is
But hold on,
who
but
is the
Jace,
white man?
can you imagine a daggone war dog that was in America during that
right.
time where they said, all right, so you're our boots on the ground. You about to be a slave. You're about to leave Wakanda to
That's
go
not
be a
funny.
slave.
That's not funny.
They needed somebody on the ground.
They needed somebody on the ground. They needed
Oh,
somebody on the
nigga,
ground.
Can
For
you
all we
imagine?
know,
Can you imagine
Harriet
that?
Tubman a Wakandan. You don't know.
Look, she was
That'd
smart.
be that. That would have been a
That would
great.
have
That
been
would have been a great story
that
to
would have
tell
been
if Harriet
wow.
Tubman was a Wakandan.
So
Right.
if that's
Right.
if they doing that, Rosa Parks.
Nah, it can't be Wakandan.
Can't be Rosa Parks.
It
They
can't be
can't.
Rosa.
Ain't no Wakandan AKAs. Let me. They don't even like their line sister. They definitely not finna be no Wakandan.
Stop it.
She could have named so many different people. Not
Rosa
Rosa.
Parks.
Though.
No,
Not Rosa.
not Rosa. Not
Not
Rosa.
Rosa.
Not Rosa.
My bad.
Nah. No disrespect to Rosa Parks,
Shout out to
but yeah,
Rosa though.
I do think that that tweet is funny, but it also, it's the Killmonger's, storyline. It's how do you sit around and watch these things happen to your people and not interact? And to me, I guess you, like Jazz is saying, you close your world to it. It doesn't exist. It's outside of your worldview. Like, the only reason we're sending people out is to get what kind of stuff and come back home, and then you leave all of that behind. And so in this series, they address it, like, hey, I had to come get this and get the hell up out of here. I'm sorry if I took your dragon thing too. My bad. I thought we caught feelings. I thought we did too, but I had to get back to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. And so it's real easy to ignore those things when you don't look at them. And they are putting themselves in this fortress to where they didn't have to. But if you're in charge of Wakanda, is it your responsibility to care about other people? Or is it just responsibility to care about your people? Who knows?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it often when it comes to. I think our conversations more so go to like a zombie apocalypse. Like, are you gonna? You have to think about the. Oh shit! We talked about it in what's that show we watched? Last of Us. Like when we say was Joe wrong for killing the dude, it's like I gotta think about the many, not the one. Unfortunately, unfortunately, you gotta have that person that's gonna make that hard decision. Like, hey, no, if you're in a community, if it's just me and you out in the street, then it's just me and you out in the street. That's one thing. But if we got a community we can go back to, we got to make the best decision for everybody. It can't just be about just one no more.
So now you killing Ellie?
No, Ellie, that wasn't. No. That's not. That's completely different. That's completely different. I'm not killing Ellie. I don't give a damn about that. It was just me and Ellie. There was no. No.
All right. Oh, Chappelle, have you seen The Last of Us?
I watched the first 3 episodes.
Of the first season?
Yeah.
You,
I watched. They were like, "Oh, there's this one episode that's nominated for Emmy," so I was like, "I'm gonna watch up to that." And then after I watched, I was like, "I'm good." Y'all, I watched
I,
55
I.
seasons of The Walking Dead. I just didn't have no more room for zombies at the time.
So you watched the episode 3 with the men in it, didn't you?
I watched all three, yeah, the first three episodes, and I
No,
was like, okay,
The men.
but the episode 3 got the men. They
with
got the
Nick
men in it.
Offerman, yeah, with Nick
Yeah,
Offerman,
I figured
yeah,
that's why your
and then
palate got turned.
after
So I
that, I
get
was
it.
like, two gay. No, I'm joking, but no, I watched it because people were talking about how it was Emmy nominated. It was one of the best episodes of TV, but
It's not.
I was watching.
That wasn't even the best episode. That's the crazy thing. But I understand why they. But
No,
I
I
know why
literally
they
was
did that.
watching Fear the Walking Dead and Tales of the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead World Beyond at the same
At
exact
the
time. I was
same
like,
time,
A lot,
yeah, hell
lot of
no,
I don't
you
death.
have no
crazy
more
as
zombie
hell.
shows for me. I'm good. Well, you go where the
I don't
paycheck
think, but
is.
I don't think, but I feel that. But I do think the difference in that is this isn't really. It's not the zombies is a background in this
Mhm.
world. That's not really what it's about. But I get it. I do get it. But in the show or the video game, I don't know if you played the video game, but essentially there was this one girl who's immune. And the whole thing of Joel in that story is they're supposedly going to make a cure from her. But in order to make the cure, they do have to kill her. So the thing was, would you save her or would you give her up to save everyone?
And she had the cure. She was the cure.
She is the cure. She has to die though.
Yeah, then she gotta die. Like what? Nah. But Fantastic Four also addresses that. It's like we got this baby.
Mhm.
Hey, the monster wants the baby. You give up the baby, the rest of us live. But that's your baby. You got to give it up. What's up? And I'm
Jazz,
like,
you said
give up the
would you
baby.
damn, you said that too, Jazz? You giving up Franklin?
So I said I understood why she wouldn't do it, but then I also said I understand being somebody in the crowd saying, give up your baby.
You don't even know that baby, and that baby might not have good vibes. And we know people, and
That
like
part.
if you're looking at the canon, that baby's dangerous. So I'm just saying,
Chappell's like, give up the baby.
give up the baby.
I don't want to die.
I don't want to die. Give up the baby. I got a life and family and stuff like that. Y'all don't even know that baby. Y'all can make another baby.
Y'all are too tough for me. Y'all are too tough for me.
Your decision is based off emotions and all of that.
You're
But
an emotional
I'm sitting
creature.
here
Yeah, we just
like
don't
I'm sick of being
logically.
running away from zombies. So that person is like a 14% chance, and we never had that before. Let's see what their brain do. Let's see if we can figure it out.
I know what they're right. But
Gotta try.
look. But look though. So you getting the cure, it doesn't change us running from zombies. It just keeps people from being affected later. So you
But
can
if I
still
get
die.
bit, but
If
if
they
I
beat your ass, you're going to die.
but then I'm gone. But if they bite me and I get away, that means I have a cure at the house.
If you get
Yeah.
away, that's if you get away. That's a
Yeah.
big ass. That's a big
But
chance.
But
without
Jason,
the cure, you have 0% chance of
and if I
I
surviving.
get
agree.
away, we
I
get
agree.
bit. So it's all
Yeah.
about what is going to help increase my chances of living longer. That's
Okay,
all.
well, Jazz, if you're looking at it that way, then how do you feel about the Wakandans basically saying like we are the cure and we can increase our chances of living for as long as we stay in this little bubble? Should we even be focused on what everybody else got going on?
I mean, I don't even think they thought something is going to come here that's going to fuck up all of them and then come fuck up all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And so I understood minding your black business. I understand that. It saves lives and it saves time and it keeps you in a peaceful space. But I do think it's important to look out for thy neighbor because you just never know.
You
Now,
never
some
know.
of your neighbors, they could be devils for real.
Some of them.
But that's why you have your war
This nigga
dogs
here.
to go out there and do patrol. So
Yeah,
what?
but if you have the Wood Dog episode 3, you probably ain't get the patrol probably not gonna be done properly.
Collecting artifacts. That man was doing his job, okay? He's collecting
Listen,
artifacts.
obviously these Wakandans, they were able to find some type of attraction, love, a connection, which is very important because you didn't really get to see that in the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, because they were gone for years.
Cool.
Yeah.
Both
I
both
think
of the Warriors.
yeah, I think the Lion was gone for a long time. That's why he basically just changed his life. I think that by episode 3, the guy went to China. He was Basha, he was gone for a decade, I think it was. So
Yeah.
yeah, um it's a lot. I mean, he learned Chinese. Like he was there for a while. Like
Yeah.
she introduced him to all the cultures and all. I mean, and all of that kind of stuff. The customs. Uh, so yeah. I mean, oh no. It was the guy who went to Achilles. He was there for a decade. I don't
He
remember
was
how
there
long
for
Basha.
Basha wasn't
Basha.
there that long
She like nursed him back to health and that
Yeah.
because
kind of
he
thing.
wrecked and then she
Yeah.
helped him, and I guess
He was probably
Yeah.
there for at least 3 months.
Probably. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
enough time to fall in love with somebody that you helping back to health. Hell yeah. Shit. What? I understood why
Mm.
sis snapped on him. She
Yeah.
should have stabbed him.
Look at you.
Asked no questions.
Nigga, I lifted you back up and you leave.
That's crazy. But I do want to ask y'all, because this series, it was supposed to release at the end of August, but Disney pushed it up by like a few weeks.
Why?
I don't know why. I don't know why this series didn't really even get marketed. And I
We do
was
this every time they drop something, Jazz. Me and you have this conversation every fucking time.
like, they're 2 for 3 right now on Black series dropping this year with no marketing. Now, if they do it with Wonder Man, like,
They should already be promoting it. I'm not going to lie to you.
I thought I saw one little teaser or whatever
they
about
You
dropped the
did.
marketing.
teaser.
You seen the season? Yeah, you did. You
Man,
did.
because we definitely had a whole rant toward the Ironheart, kind of still don't sit right with me.
Yeah.
And this too, this too doesn't really sit right for me. So yeah, I don't know, Jess. I don't know.
I
I don't
mean,
know why they
because,
won't.
like, because I shared on my socials, and then I've had people reach out, like, I didn't even know this was out. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
see nothing about this. I ain't see no trailer. What is this? And I'm just like, a Marvel series, animated series. Y'all don't have anything coming until December. And Fantastic Four
They
is
got
already
what's it
out.
called coming out? They got something coming out next month.
Oh, you have zombies. MCU
Marvel
Marvel
Zombies.
Zombies. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll be
I
honest.
ain't seen no trailer for
I
that
ain't
either
seen
though.
nothing for that either.
I
Yeah,
shared it.
yeah.
I shared it in Discord.
But I mean, but I ain't seeing like on Instagram or anything like that. If it's coming out next month, I'm like, do y'all just, they probably just like, look, people check our shit anyway. We don't have to promote. We can save there because
Mm,
people are going to share it on their socials anyway.
you say that,
Are,
but
are, they, are they that boastful to think that?
well, it just depends on what they decide to do it for, right? So maybe for these shows they won't do it because I did not stop seeing Fantastic Four trailers. You know what I'm saying? Like it was,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like that's what I'm saying. Like, and then maybe this is because it's a big time movie. Who
They put a
knows?
lot of eggs in that basket. But I think
Hmm.
the rumor is the show is supposed to be like Ironheart, Miss Marvel, and Hawkeye, the girl. So there's the rumor. Who knows though? We'll see when it comes out. But
What show?
Mm,
the Marvel Zombies.
really?
What?
That's
Mm,
crazy. I would have never thought that they was
that's
gonna
the
bring
rumor.
back.
But we'll
Huh.
see. We'll see.
Interesting.
It's supposed to be rated R.
It'll
So
be TV. It'll be TVMA. We'll
no,
see.
whatever. That's even better. I need people dying and getting ate up. Death.
They died in the What If episode.
You know, even watching this animated thing, I was very surprised at the amount of blood we got, because it's not a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at first I was like, oh, they're cutting away. They're not. It's not too gruesome. But there were definitely moments where like that axe hit homie right in the forehead, and I mean, you got some blood splatter.
Why would she throw that if she can't see?
Yeah, her eyes was like she was blurry. She had gouged the eyes out good. It was crazy. But I was like, this is also on Disney Plus. Like, is this a children's
I mean, his son
show?
Hulu's gonna go away and it's gonna be Disney, so it's gonna be there anyway.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I don't think this is a kid show though.
Huh. Uh, would you let your kid watch this?
The first
Maybe.
episode has some killing in it, so I would say it depends on how old they are.
Hmm.
I don't
That's
know.
why. That's why I had, because I'm like, there's plenty of adult animated stuff, but and it did touch on some adult themes, like y'all outlined that, as far as like the trafficking, like all this stuff. But it didn't get graphic unless the blood. But they don't really talk about anything that's like super risque. Where I'd have been like, children shouldn't watch this. But again, I'm also a damaged person, so like baby kids should not be watching stuff like
So
this, and I just don't know.
actually, so I guess you can look at it like, because a lot of movies that we saw as kids, we didn't think anything of it
Hmm.
until we got older and we realized the context. So I guess a kid watching this, they would not catch a lot of the context that's being shown. They're not going to catch the human trafficking happening in this.
Yeah.
Or you see people fighting. Oh, they fall down on the ground, half of their body. You can kind of assume that they did, but like maybe I guess a kid can definitely watch this. They wouldn't catch on to a lot of the messaging.
So
But
this is an adult cartoon?
I think teenage. I would say
Let me
probably a
pull it.
teenage. Teenagers can
That
probably
was
check it out.
that was my biggest question, I think, watching it, was that I didn't know who this is for. Like, because I'm not like I'll do adult animation when it's like the cussing and all that kind of guys, boondocks, all that kind of stuff. But like this this I didn't know. I didn't know if it was like I didn't know what to expect going in, I guess is what I'm saying. And so then when I was
Right.
watching it, I was kind of like, huh, you know, there's got
Who
some
they
love
do it
stories in
for?
there, but it's not, yeah, but it's not intimate, super intimate. It doesn't get any like Jason said, do leave a lot of meat off the bone. It kind of like they made a cartoon for everybody, but by
Yeah.
not promoting it, I don't know if it's for anybody. It's like it's just a thing they made.
Let me see
And
if
it's on
this is.
Disney. Like it's like our kids watching this. No, not to say that they shouldn't be, but maybe they
I
shouldn't
don't think
be.
so. None of my kids mentioned it, so
Right.
I don't
Who
think
are
so.
people talking about this? Like, is this like a thing where like the kids are going home, like, hey, bro, did you see the new
Mm,
Wakanda series? Like, is that a thing?
no,
I had a
I
few
don't.
people
I don't.
say I didn't even know that was out, or I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, I know how I feel about it. I don't like it. But like, like I just kind of question what the goal was when releasing this. Was it just like we just felt like telling the story of Wakandans because we could? Is this a money grab? Is it just, like, because are you gonna make the money off of it if you're not promoting it? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Overall, I enjoyed it, but like, I definitely have some questions about what we were given and why.
Yeah. And then also, I guess you think about when it released. There's nothing that came out recently that connects to this,
No.
and they don't have anything afterwards that connects to
Hmm.
this. So this could have honestly been released earlier this year, maybe last year, or could have
Hmm.
waited till next year.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like when we get Black Panther 3, there's going to be references from this in that. I'm gonna go ahead and claim that now, even though Jason's like it's not canon.
It's not
Nigga,
canon.
yes, it is. But to where I feel like we'll appreciate this series a lot more
Yeah.
when we see those references and callbacks in with Black Panther 3. But we'll
I hope
see.
so. Fingers crossed.
Are you supposed to be saying something? Like,
They all the references you got was
Is what you go get.
is Killmonger. That was your references right there. They were
we gonna
referencing shit
see.
that
Man.
you knew
You gonna
about.
see. Look, Denzel gonna say somebody name from this series, and you gonna be like,
Let's
"What?
say
That's
my
such and such."
And
ancestor,
that'll be
Right.
Captain
my
Basha. We
aunt
go like,
my
yeah.
I think I'm
Captain
like man,
Basha,
I'm
nigga.
like man, I
He
remember
gonna
that name. What?
he gonna say he a lion, and you gonna be like, "Where I hear that lion
The
shit from?" You gonna
lion.
be like,
Yeah.
"What?"
My great grandfather, the lion. Like that.
Exactly.
He
Yep.
did
Right.
it.
And I'm gonna drop
Like,
this clip right here. Like, damn, that black woman was
bang,
telling
bang,
the
bang, bang,
truth.
bang. Yeah, exactly.
That'll be that, but hopefully not. I pray they don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't pray. Don't take away from those
I'm
black
gonna pray the
stories.
opposite prayer that you prayed. Anti-black again. Here we go. Here we go.
It's crazy.
I pray
This
they
is
don't do
crazy
that.
in 4K. That's
It'd be like
wild.
that, man. It'd be like that. Hell yeah. But I think we touched on everything except the last story. Of course, the last that kind of reminded me of like uh, days of prison past, whatever that
Future
X Men
past.
story is, whatever the X Men story is. That's what it kind of reminded me of. Them trying to prevent everything, and it was so I hated that Wakanda forever. I was like, oh my god, did you die, just die.
Yo, you so
Anti-black.
anti-black.
What happened? What is every
Yo,
time I come here, I say this every time we
Chappelle,
record, it be getting real
Chappelle. Can you imagine a
anti-Marker.
black man hearing her say "Wakanda forever" and he's saying "Die,
Just
die,
die, bitch,
die"?
die.
Yo,
Like that scary movie. Like, shit, I just hope it mutilate that bitch and just kill her right now. Like that's like, stop it, stop it, stop it,
yeah,
cut it out.
that's crazy.
But did you guys have any other things in this show that y'all wanted to talk about or that stuck out to y'all?
No, I think we covered everything that I liked. I
Let's
like I said, I don't really have no huge issues with what we got. I just don't know what it was for, you know? And again, if this is an anthology series, I guess it doesn't have to be for anything, but we've been kind of just like brought into the world of the MCU where everything is tied together. Everything is supposed to matter. Everything is supposed to go into something. Everything's referencing something. And then they didn't have to do the Killmonger thing. They didn't have to, but they did. They went above and beyond to make sure that that was a thing. The axe was such a central storyline in that last episode. It's like if you even saw the Black Panther, which as Jazz knows, I've said that that is one of the best black movies of the century. You know, I just feel like it was right there, and then they went the extra mile to make sure that we knew that you knew that it was a part of the bigger picture. So we got it, but now it's kind of like, okay, thanks. You know, like, oh, do we get more? Is this it? Jazz, can you see a second season?
No,
Mm-mm.
no,
Damn,
they're
we can't
not.
get two more episodes.
What?
This was
Listen,
only four.
this should have been 8. I feel like they could have been 8 episodes would have been great for this.
But you don't think
It's
we're gonna get the other four next in like two
no,
years?
hell no,
Bullshit.
no. Chappelle, they are not coming back to this. They were rushing this to release. They said we don't need to
Yeah.
drop no trailer. The intern probably dropped it and
Yeah.
push. This is when it's
Oh
coming out.
shit.
Mm.
Oh shit. Okay.
They did. They treated this show like a stepchild. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I hope Wonder Man gets more respect, but if they do not promote that, especially being that they don't have another project until Spider-Man, which is next summer. So if like
Hmm.
Wonder Man doesn't get any kind of promotions, they're gonna be 3 for 3. They're gonna look real crazy. As if they just like don't care about their black led projects. But they might not. They might
I feel
not.
like right now they nothing that they're dropping right now, if it isn't a movie, they care about. That's the I think the next time you see care for something that Marvel puts in out there is going to be the Punisher series.
I'm
They're
seeing
gonna
more Spider-Man shit than I am promotions of shows that they're releasing this year.
bro, they going crazy with the
It's I'm
Spider-Man.
like,
That
y'all don't
Okay,
need
I'm
to
glad we
be,
all agree. It's everywhere right
it's
now.
everywhere. Like, I'm
he
just
just in
like
Uh,
the suit. He just in the suit walking the street. Yeah, we gotta pump this
drinking a
up.
coffee.
That's why I know they're gonna put so much into this Punisher series when it comes out.
Yes.
and the Spider-Man's about to come to the theaters again, right? They about to do the re-release of the original Spider-Man series.
Like,
Well, if
yeah,
they up Peter Parker
they
ass, get off his dick. Oh my
they
God.
know what they are doing. So that's why it's never shocking when you see lack of promotion in certain projects. Y'all have a whole fucking marketing team, and you just be like, just throw that shit out there. That's what it was. That's Eyes of Wakanda. Just throw that out there. Fuck
Yeah,
promotion. Let them figure it out.
They move over. Damn, we dropping it next month too. Shit, fuck it, do it now, do it
That's
now.
right.
yeah.
Click
The
send. Send it all out.
the the Spider-Man trilogy is, yeah, September 26th is when it's coming back to theaters. I'm just like,
The first one with Toby.
yeah,
It's
right,
the
exactly.
the director's cut though, right? They putting the whole shits in there. Fuck that. We promote what's damn, we white too. Shit. We can't even promote.
Can't do
I'm
it.
trying not to promote no white people today. I don't want
Not
to do that.
today.
Not today.
Today.
Fuck it. I got some shit on the seat, but I'm not gonna tell y'all. It'll be all right. I'll tell y'all off screen.
Imagine being a white listener, like, damn,
My bad, bro. Fuck you. Not just playing. I'm kidding.
Ah,
I'm just
she's a
kidding.
woman.
Sis, fuck you too.
Equal opportunity.
Equal fucking opportunity there. But yeah. But yeah. So I guess a question that we are here to answer. Jazz, was it good though?
Yes, I enjoyed this series. Out of 10, I would probably give it a 6.5.
That's where everybody kind of landed it on the online too. Chappell, was it good though?
Yeah, this was good. Like I can't think of anything negative about it except for, like my issues are more with why they gave it to us and how they're promoting it and obviously what they're going to use it for. But the actual content, each episode, banger. I had no problem. I didn't dislike none of it.
Okay, okay. Do you feel this series is unnecessary?
I feel like anytime you're giving us some black stories told by black folks is necessary, but I feel like if they don't utilize it, then that's on them, But I feel like more of this is necessary. That's why I was looking for season two. I just don't know if we gonna get it. Because again,
No,
I'm fine with anthologies. I would be perfectly fine if they went through anthology movie styles for the MCU now. Like the only reason we're in hell right now is because they're going to connect everything to every fucking thing. You know?
I'm not mad at that. Like, just it can make sense down the road. It don't have to make
Yeah,
sense right now. But and then they don't even do it no more. They try to make shit just connect, and then it's just like, all right, whatever, bro.
yeah.
Like the last three movies have had they taking scenes from the next movie that come out next year, and they just giving it
Mm-hmm.
to us like, shit. You see, we filming something. All right,
But
bro.
that money though, gotta
All
go for that
right,
money.
bro. Yeah.
What about you, Jason? Was it good though?
Yes. It was good. I'll give it a six though. I'm gonna give it a six. Like I said, that my only gripe or the biggest gripe I had with it is like it is. I feel like they could have pushed it a bit more. Like I'm just looking for the edgy from Marvel. I want them to go ahead and push. Like I said, because at that point, and what your point kind of goes into my point. Like, who was it for? Because it kind of feel like y'all was doing this for adults when watching it, but some of this stuff could be is kiddish at the same exact time. But it could be animation. It don't have to be for a kid. I look at like Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots to me is kind of it. That was a kids movie, but it felt adultish in some moments. Like it was dark in some of them. In some of them
But you didn't
scenes.
give Puss in Boots no six.
Hey man, we ain't talking about ranking of Puss
No,
in
no,
Boots.
let's talk about it. Let's
We ain't
talk
talking
about it.
no no
Because
no no
what
no.
did this show got to do to get a seven? How come
No.
y'all stopped at six?
Wait a minute. What
You
you
too,
get?
Jazz. You
What
gave
you
it a
give it?
6.5. I
I
give it a
didn't.
7.5.
A 7 point. That's a high number.
Is it? 7?
You watch this again.
7 out of 10 is 70%. Is that
You go.
in school? That's barely passing. Are y'all okay?
No, I gave it a 65%.
Which is
That's a.
failing.
I mean, it's a nah,
It ain't.
yeah, because
Y'all, I was
66.
gonna say y'all hoeing. What's going
So
on?
wait. So this is my question. So once we finish this, you gonna watch this again? You gonna turn this shit back on?
No, that's
Maybe.
crazy to call it shit.
Maybe.
You've
That's
been
just
real
that's just
anti-black
that's just
tonight.
that's
Because
just
Yes.
I would this is one of those things where I'd be like, have you seen it? Oh, well, let me put it on for you real quick. Like I would definitely want people to watch it because I would
Yeah.
want to talk about it.
I
But
feel
my
that.
my
I feel
issue
that.
isn't that, like I'm not saying it's perfect or whatever like that, but I'm saying like a six is kind of like, damn, y'all, that's like meh. Y'all think this is
It
meh?
was it was alright. It wasn't like great. You know what I'm saying?
Was it good though?
Yes. It was. All right.
It
So
was
I'll go to a
good.
6.8.
I'm not
What does it
I'm
got to do?
not moving
What
off
we
my
got to do to
six.
get a seven?
I'm standing on business with my six. I'm standing on business with my
But what we
six.
got to do to get a seven? What would you need for it to be a seven? Not a 10, a seven.
I
More
need a
episodes for
I
me.
need I need a soliloquy from a minute about him confessing his love to
You want
Nani
that man to
about
be
that.
gay so bad.
I want or or they can make episode 3 a little bit for me a little bit darker. I didn't need that to be funny because it
All
was
right.
just like that he just went there he lied to the. Oh yeah, it was an exercise. We just no, you need to get in trouble. You done because you lied. You done risked the whole Wakanda.
Yeah.
Exile him. Send his ass back to China. Let him go
Ah,
back.
Jason, you just sound like a hater for real.
thank
That's what you
you.
sound like. That's what you
So
sound like.
Jazz, so you say it's a seven, Jazz, because you agree that
I said
it's
6.5.
that's her
You
hate.
said 6.8. Actually, you moved
And
Oh
you
up.
went
yeah,
right back to
6.8.
6.5. Ooh, this is crazy. This whole situation has been anti-black today, y'all. If you're listening to this,
Wait,
even the white
huh?
listeners, just know that I thought this was good though. You know?
How am I being anti-black because I
Because
said a
what is it? Was it
6.5?
good though? I thought that's the
I
question
said
would be answered.
yes. I
Is a
said
six good
In movie
I
terms,
said a
yes. Out of six,
6.5.
a 6 out of 10 is good. It's when
in
you get to the
movies?
five, it's a mid.
I
Six
don't
is good.
so a 6 is mid. When I say a 6, I'm like, it's mid, it's entertaining, it's cool. Like I would put this back on. I would definitely recommend this. I enjoy talking about this to people.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like a 6.5.
Crazy, crazy talk, insane.
Explain what she thinks. How about that?
Yeah,
She already
we'll have to
told me.
outsource.
You asked her.
Oh, she thought it was a 6.2.
I didn't say that. I just said you asked her.
Well,
What she
no,
think of it?
Jazz will release the poll on social media, and I guess we'll
Yep.
repost it or whatever, and let's see what people say. But I definitely thought this was better than a 6.5.
Okay.
So
What did you give Ironheart?
Oh, I think I liked Ironheart better than this. But
100%.
but that's because I think there's more room to give Ironheart. Like they're not gonna, like you said, they're not gonna address this again. Where it's like I'm like Ironheart, they gave us something that we could build off of. So
Mm-hmm.
I probably gave it like an 8, 7, 7.5, probably around the
Okay.
same. Yeah, I didn't like I wouldn't pick either one over the other. Um, but I definitely would rewatch either of them. It wasn't a hard watch by any means.
Yeah, I did my two watches. I ain't. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna watch it again.
Well, you watched it twice.
I did. I had to make sure I get my notes together.
Mm-hmm.
and they brought you to this area of hating, of
See,
What you mean? I
anti-black,
watched. I
of
watched it. It's not.
anti-blackness.
I'm
I don't
That's
like.
watching it now.
crazy.
I don't like this framing.
But
Chappelle, appreciate you for coming out.
I got a question for Chappelle though, because Chappelle
My
Okay.
said he gave
bad.
this a 7.5. So
Mhm.
Chappelle, which is better, Eyes of Wakanda or Rush Hour?
Oh, this is better than Rush Hour. Rush Hour is racist and it doesn't age well. Sorry.
Oh, so let
Rush
me.
Hour is
Okay,
actually anti-black.
is Martin anti-black?
Is who?
Martin.
Martin? Like
Mhm.
Martin Lawrence?
Yeah,
No,
the show,
not
the
anti-black.
show Martin.
No,
I mean,
no,
Ari
no,
Lennox
no.
said, Ari Lennox, it was the colors.
She just felt hit by a lot of the jokes. That's all. My don't listen. We don't bring my wife into things that she's not here. She's not the movie critic in the family. I'm the TV critic here. Okay, that she about music. We don't ask her opinion about this stuff. Who I don't know who asked Ari Lennox what she thought about Martin in the first place.
She just
She
want to talk. Sometimes she just want to talk. She's like
Yeah,
talking
and
sometimes.
listen, I love my baby. I love my baby. She can drop Shea Butter Baby part two tomorrow, and I'm buying it. I'm downloading it right then and there. Okay, break me off and get your yaya, all that good stuff. She can go do that right now. But I just don't. We in different lanes. You know what I'm saying? But I'll field all the questions for Ari Lennox about television shows moving forward. Thank you.
Okay, so she,
We appreciate that. We just
Yeah,
want to get that cleared up. So thank
it's my
you.
baby mama's. You know we know how women is, Jazz. You know how they be.
Whoa. I don't I don't know what you're trying to say.
Okay, whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
niggas. But Jason, did you have anything
was
else
I
you wanted to
thinking?
add?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. I think we touched everything that we can within these 30-minute 4 episodes that they gave us. I appreciate Marvel for doing it. Fuck y'all for not promoting it. Um, I don't understand what's going on over there. Like you see the little tweets every now and again, but it's just the love that they gave to Fantastic Four. You see these niggas, they got pictures, interviews, conversations, different things. I guess they probably want to didn't up Ryan Coogler's little promotion bag. Kind of like when they did because Ironheart they promoted that 2 days before it dropped. I was like, oh shit, it's coming out. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, nah. They ain't doing this shit. It's a brand new day. Hell, that's three. Hell, not brand new day. Fuck. Brave New World. That's
Brave
three.
New World.
They didn't really promote that shit like that. Like they
I'm
promoted
asked.
they promote the Red Hulk. They didn't promote him. Hell.
Yeah, and I got my woke hat sitting over there for when it's time for me to talk about what Thunderbolts and all the shit that they did for them too. So, but that's neither here nor there. That's for another podcast. I got time.
That comes out next week. No, it comes out on the 27th on Disney Plus. So you can watch it on TV now. So yeah.
I got some things to say, but okay.
You got something else, Jay?
Nope.
You're not going. Are you doing Lincoln Throne?
Oh, sure. No. We can skip it this week.
Okay. Cool. Well, Chappell, again, appreciate you for coming out, chatting with us, short notice with this episode. Not next week, last week, 166. What the fuck was that? What did we do? Weapons. Yes, we did. We did Weapons. Yes, the biggest, one of the most anticipated movies that was out this year. Next week, 168. Love Jones. We finally get into it. I still have never seen. Look at Chappelle. I've never seen that movie. So, but
Hi, pick me.
Yeah, we doing Love Jones next week. I've never seen that movie, so that's gonna be interesting.
Chappelle, you want to jump on?
Oh yes, absolutely.
We about to get Chappelle 3 weeks back to back because after that, episode 169. We're gonna say that one though. We're gonna say that reveal though.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh shit, I haven't. Okay, I was wondering because I forgot to ask you in the wrestling because you wasn't on the wrestling one. I thought you was gonna be there. But yeah, we got another episode 169. We're gonna say that for these people. We'll ask you off camera.
He already confirmed.
Oh shit, he already confirmed. Never mind. Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
He's already there. He's already
there. The list for 169 everybody has confirmed already.
Oh yeah, we lit. I seen the check. I'm like, damn, I forgot to ask. I'm like, but maybe she did. She got the check on that, so shit. This is all good. It's all good. But yes, episode 167, Eyes of Wakanda. Until next time, this is the WasItGoodTho podcast about movies and TV shows. I am one of your hosts. I am Jason.
I am Jazz.
And until next time,
cheers.